started as a vape pen, and it's grown into one of the largest grows in Colorado. One of the only ones in the U.S. that has a lab, testing, and manufacturing all under one roof. We're expanding. We're in California, Colorado. We're moving into Vegas shortly. And we have 6 of the license there. We've teamed up with a great company there with, and we're going to be doing their grow and their extract from there. We're in Washington. We're getting bigger every day. I was against it. I've never done a drug in my life, and now an owner of one of the largest marijuana companies in Denver and expanding. I had a girlfriend who had cancer, and she used medical marijuana to help her eat and help her get over the chemo stuff. So she was being sick, and she passed away. As time went on, I wanted to develop something because I saw it work. So it kind of changed my thinking about marijuana. And I've heard people saying, "Oh, it helps me this, it helps me this," and I just didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. So we came out to develop something that was simple, so that you didn't have to sit there and light up into like a bong or and I don't know all the things that they use to do it. You could just get something simple that our oil was put into, and you could lay at the side of your bed and you can just grab it, pull on it, and automatic relief. That was kind of what we did. So we spent a lot of time going to China developing this product, and as we did this, we started to think, okay, why do we want to start growing ourselves to start doing other things for MS, for epilepsy. So we started looking into producing our own oils, producing our own grow. And we did. In Denver, we teamed up with another group, Urbane, which is our other grow company, and we produce a great product there. We produce a great CBD oil that we're using now to help one of my family members, which is my brother, who has epilepsy. He's been on medication for over 15 years. And he's with that medication he's been taking, he's developed, a tic and all kinds of other things. And it hasn't helped all of his seizures. Just recently, in the last probably, I say 2 months ago, he started developing more seizures, so the medication just wasn't working anymore. My mom, heard about some stuff that she saw on CNN and 60 Minutes and says, can you guys do something? So we tried. We're like, yeah, we'll create a spray. And so we did. We created a CB spray for him. And at this point now, he went from having 10 seizures a day to 1 seizure a week. That's a big difference. And now he's not on the medication anymore. He doesn't have that tic anymore, which that was a big thing for us. He's also hyperactive. So the spray also changed his mood a little bit. So it makes him where he's a little more, relaxed, a little more calm. And this is something I wish I would have known, 15 years down the road, because it would have helped him, tremendously. So now we're in the industry and we're creating products like CBD sprays. We're creating a patch for kids, patch for people that have pain. And we've gone just more medical with everything, is trying to help people that actually need it for medical reasons. The U.S. holds one of the largest patents on marijuana. Right. And you see them now starting to put millions and millions of dollars and trillions of dollars into really doing research on it now. It's funny because it's not federally regulated for us, or it's not federally legal for us to do anything. But they're pushing it, more than anyone right now. But are the pharmaceutical people pushing it? I don't know. We don't see that. I think you're right. So I believe that individuals like myself and other people are they're paving the way for the industry, for the testing, because we're saying, hey, try this and see if it helps, and you're getting results. You're watching CNN, you're watching 60 Minutes. People are moving from their state that's not legal into Colorado. Colorado, got, how many residents did they get, last year just from the industry, and only because their kid had some kind of illness or their family had some kind of illness to get help. How many people is that helping? You hear it every day that it's helped this person, helped this person. I watched my girlfriend. I watched how much it helped her. I watched it help my brother firsthand. I went from being totally against it to I'll do everything I can to sit there and make it where people can, use our product and get the relief that they need.